We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New York Jets. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And we are underway on Sunday night primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 80. 69.
Richardson going right to the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Check smash. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Now Richardson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Caught, it's Wilson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Jets at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Hall again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
But that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Stat.
Here's Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 73 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Straight ahead is Hall. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 3rd and 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Hall on a give up the middle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Watch the motion.
Out of the gun, Fields. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and 10. Fields throwing again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A handoff for Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now it's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Jets 1st down.
Fields changing the play.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bengals 7. Dave York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Richardson hit it. He fumbles it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's a give to Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge that by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guy couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Fields. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Richardson will shift things up. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Richardson to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jimenez. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to the air with Richardson. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Richardson looking to throw. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throw left side complete. That's Jimenez. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now it's Richardson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Richardson's pass.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And Richardson yet again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Slot man moves right. They go play action with Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now Fields going to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 18. And the Jets, first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Cincinnati.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Richardson out of the shotgun. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Richardson. Complete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Again, it's Richardson. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. A final shot before the break. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Boy, shifts past him. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. first half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
York on now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
The score, Jets 31, Bengals 7. Cade York to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Richardson back to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10.
Operating from the gun. Richardson looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The slot man in motion right. To throw again on second down. Richardson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's got his man out of the back. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's Fields. And he'll find Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Back to throw, Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Fields. That is caught. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. kick return, and now one through the air. And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Quick throw completed by Richardson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jimenez. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now Richardson looks to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Third and goal.
From the shotgun, Richardson. He'll try and do this himself. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
Bengals 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Just need a yard here. Second and 1. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Fields. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on. Hey, spin.
A toss left side for Hall. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Here Richardson yet again. Down the field, he's got Noel. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Bengals.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20.
Bengals 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At his 48-yard line.
Now it's Fields. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now the first carry here for the running back. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. And he fires one, but incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
On for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 24-yard line.
3
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now it's Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Now Richardson. That's to Warren, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that is incomplete. On the coverage, a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 26. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. This a 43-yard attempt.
A 43-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
He's got a first and maybe more. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2.
At the Bengals' 31-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws. And that's another one right there.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
York now for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Jets 54, Bengals 28.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Open man is Yoshibas. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One last shot for Richardson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board, both offense.